The United States wants to disperse its Marines throughout Japan's Okinawa Islands by 2026, arming them with missiles and lighter gear to deter China's military, according to reports. The Yomiuri newspaper reported that the U.S. has already told Japan about the reorganization, which it will announce after a 2+2 meeting in Washington on Wednesday between Japan's ministers of defense and foreign affairs and their U.S. counterparts. Officials at Japan's Defense Ministry were unavailable for comment. A foreign ministry official declined to comment on the report, but said Japan and the U.S. will discuss matters regarding issues on the U.S. Forces Japan, including the realignment of the U.S. Forces Japan. The creation of the new units, called Marine Littoral Regiments, is part of a major reorganization of the U.S. Marine Corps outlined by its commandant, General David Berger, in 2020 in his Force Design in 2030 paper. At the time, Berger said he wanted those units to work closely with Japan's self-defense forces to prevent easy access to the Pacific for China's military. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Wang Wenbin told a regular briefing on Tuesday that bilateral military cooperation between the U.S. and Japan should not harm the interests of third parties and regional peace and stability. Under the Littoral Regiment concept, the Marines are cutting aircraft numbers and dumping most of their cannon, artillery, and heavy armor in favor of smaller dispersed forces equipped with missiles and drones that can operate in contested areas. Japan hosts 18,000 U.S. Marines, the biggest concentration outside the United States. Most of them are in bases on the main Okinawa Island, which is part of a chain that stretches along the edge of the East China Sea to within about 100 kilometers of Taiwan. That large U.S. military presence has fueled local resentment, with Okinawa's government asking other parts of Japan host some of the force. Although reorganization may not increase the number of U.S. Marines in Okinawa, dispersing them could mean a broader presence along the island chain. Consisting of about 1,800 to 2,000 personnel per unit, Marine Littoral Regiments are capable of flexibly deploying small groups of Marines to remote islands for securing footholds to attack enemies and support U.S. or allied warships. The new unit in Okinawa is hoped to counter potential advances by the Chinese military. In March, the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command said it established a Marine Littoral Regiment in Hawaii, the first of its kind in the U.S. Marine Corps. Biden's administration is also considering creating another MLR in Guam by reforming two existing regiments in the prefecture, according to the sources. The MLR deployment in Okinawa is unlikely to affect a current U.S. Marine Corps transfer plan of relocating around 9,000 personnel to Guam and Hawaii, among other locations, while leaving some 10,000 in Okinawa, Japanese and U.S. diplomatic sources said. In its three key defense documents updated last month, the Japanese government pledged to strengthen military units in Okinawa to defend the southwestern remote islands while calling China the greatest strategic challenge. I am Lovely Montoya of Manila STV.